Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we have Oscar Joseph McNear, went missing from Castle Rock, Colorado, 30 years old, 6 foot tall, 160 pounds, June 27th, 1981. It says he was reported missing. He is yet to be found. He may have been with Cynthia Atterberry. Unknown hair color, unknown eye color, and no photo. Okay, then we have this John Doe that was found in Chaffee County, Colorado. Estimated age 15 to 19. You remember he was 30 and he was 6 foot tall. Estimated height is 5'6". Estimated weight 160 pounds. This is only 3 months after he went missing that this John Doe was found. And why don't I have the distance from that here? Castle Rock to, I missed that. And I could start the video over and put it in there, but 2 hours and 45 minutes away. And the reason I wanted to leave this one in is because scattered bones, blue jeans, 33-inch waist, 31 inseam, a green and brown corduroy jacket, and several books of matches, one from Plaza Bowling in Illinois. Now, Oscar Joseph McNear allegedly moved to Castle Rock from Springfield, Illinois. You'll see that later. And I had wondered, did they drive or did they fly when they moved there? And where is Plaza Bowling? What city is it in Illinois? And was there a bowling alley at the airport in Springfield if they have flown? And what was the name of the bowling alley that was in the airport? So it doesn't say what city this is from. And so I thought, I wonder if that's from the bowling alley that was at the airport in Springfield, Illinois. And so, and the other book of matches was from Eugene Hoster Insurance Company in Pennsylvania. So I wondered if this John Doe, if it could have been him, even though it's a different height and different age estimated, or if it could have been in relation, had anything to do with the fact that he went missing, because it was only 3 months afterwards, and because of the matches from Plaza Bowling in Illinois. So additional bones were found in the area in 1986. And he was supposed to have been with Cynthia Atterberry, so I'd wondered if the additional bones could have been hers, or if the additional bones that were with this male could have been his, Oscar Joseph McNear's, or Cynthia's, or, if they all died in the same place. Additional bones were found in the area in 1986, determined to be likely more remains of the same individual, likely. And then I also wonder if it could have, I don't know. But it just seems like it might have been related somehow. So I wanted to leave this John Doe in there because it was only 3 months after, and there's those matches from Plaza Bowling in Illinois. And so then we have Cynthia Atterberry. She went missing from Castle Rock, 25 years old, 5'2", 111 pounds. She went missing at the same time as Oscar Joseph McNear. And they were supposed to be together. It says Cynthia was last seen. She may have been with Oscar McNear. Brown hair, blue eyes. And I wanted to mention some of the other, there's various people that went missing in Castle Rock, but I decided to add a couple of people in. There was Stephanie Flaggard. She went missing in 1996, 43 years old, 5'5". Because I'm looking at some John Does and Jane Does, I wanted to include these people as well. Last seen October 18th in 1986. She never showed up for work as scheduled. She's never been seen since. Shoulder length and slightly longer hair. Brown eyes. Possible wearing glasses. There was also Nancy Nelson went missing from Castle Rock, 29 years old in 1998, 5'2", 110 pounds. Her parents reported her missing in 1989 because they haven't heard from her. She was last known to live in Oregon, but for some reason they have her in Castle Rock, Colorado. Brown hair, brown eyes. And there's some tattoos. And then we're going to go look at some more stuff. This is the Doe Network for Cynthia Atterberry. It says born June 5th, 1956. 25 years old. She traveled with Joseph McNear from Springfield, Illinois to Pike National Forest in Douglas County, Colorado. Neither were seen again. They got some tips, but they couldn't find them. You can pause this and read it. They were supposed to be on property owned by one of two men that might have shot him to death near the South Platte River. But they weren't found. And then we have a John Doe found in Clear Creek County, Colorado. There's also a Jane Doe found in Clear Creek, Colorado. So I thought, there's two people there. He was estimated 35 to 45 years old, pre-40. Human skull was found off mile marker 18.5 Highway 103 in rural Clear Creek County, Colorado. Not recognizable, partial skeleton parts only. And that is an hour and 10 minutes away. And then there was a Jane Doe found there as well, estimated age 17 to 36 years old. Estimated PMI says 2 years. Estimated year of death doesn't show anything. A skull located near Echo Lake in rural Clear Creek County. And here's what she looked like according to their artist rendering. And I don't know if that looks anything like her or not. Try it again. So there's that. Because there's both of a female 17 to 36 years old and a male 35 to 45 years old. I think he was supposed to be 30. Both found in the same area. I thought, well, maybe it could have been two people that were together. Then we have a John Doe found in Watkins, Colorado in 2014. Pre-40. Near full human skeletal remains found. DNA confirms this individual is male, but there was carpet nearby and earrings, like he'd been rolled up in carpet, and there were earrings there. And every time I've seen this, somebody been rolled up in carpet, I always think it's a woman, and the earrings makes me feel like it's a woman, but they said it's a man, so that's only 38 minutes away. And then we have this John Doe, and he was found in Colorado Springs, and that is only 41 minutes away. It was found in 1986. Estimated year of death is 1982 to 1986. Estimated age is 30 to 40, but he's only 5'6" estimated as well. Gunshot wound to the head, along with traumatic injuries to the head. So then the gunshot wounds and being so close by. But once again, he's only supposed to be about 5'6". Calvin Klein denim jeans, manufactured in 1981, and they went missing in 1981. And light blue-green fragment identification, identified as possible sweater or sweatshirt. So it talks about his clothing. He's got a watch or wristband. So, and then the next one I have is Commerce City, Colorado, 40 minutes away from Castle Rock, if that's where they went missing from. Uncertain of the race, found in 2008. Human remains found near Highland Canal at East 58th Street, New York Street in Commerce City. And I don't know when this person died because it doesn't give a year of death or a PMI. And then the next one I have is Adams County, Colorado, and that's about an hour away to an hour and 15 minutes away. Unsure if it's a male or female. Uncertain of the race. Remains found in a field just south of 56th Avenue and Pecos Street. And the next one I have is a female found in Lakewood, Colorado. That's only 38 minutes away. And 2013, skeleton remains found in a cauldron in a vacated residence or a shed that was on the market to be sold. In a cauldron. Then we have a female found in Rye, Colorado, and that is an hour and 44 minutes away. In 2022, no estimated PMI, no estimated year of death. Scattered skeleton remains were found by a property homeowner in Rye, Colorado. Flashlight, small pink coin purse. Let's take a look at the images. There's a jacket. That's in pretty good shape for... And I don't know what year the jacket was from or anything like that. There's their shoes. Those shoestrings, I don't know how long they could have been out there. Because I know they had shoestrings that color way back when. And I know they had shoestrings that color in the 80s. And then this little clip purse with the little snap buckles. I mentioned this in some of my videos because I remember women having those little purses in the 80s where there was little cigarette purses where they would hold their cigarettes and their lighters and they had little clips on them. So I don't know. They don't have dates on these. So I don't know what dates. I don't know how long it had been out there. But 2022, I don't know. And then we have the Charlie Project mentions Oscar Joseph McNear. Says he was born April 5th, 1951. 6 foot tall, 160 pounds. Nickname is Joe. Goes by his middle name. Last seen Pike National Forest. Disappeared with his girlfriend. They were originally from Springfield, Illinois. And this is all just hearsay, or I don't know where they got the information. They probably got it from newspapers or things like that. But I just like to, say that I'm just reading this off the internet so it doesn't upset somebody. They moved to Colorado in May of 1981, and they were never heard from again. So that makes me wonder, did they go missing in May, or did they go missing in June, right? Investigators believe they were shot to death in an argument with two men from Springfield. So, what were the two men from Springfield doing in Colorado? One place says they own land there, but then there's that John Doe with the matches from Springfield, so I don't know what happened. Or if it's related, or if it was anybody from Springfield, or if it was somebody from Colorado, because there's a lot of things seem to be happening in Colorado over these years. So I feel like I keep wondering if there isn't a serial killer out there somewhere in Colorado with all these different people going missing. But, it could be the weather and different things. So I don't know. Because remember those people that went missing, remember those different things happened in Utah. I can't remember the name of the city, but they were so close in time and they were right there where everybody was right there close to each other, and none of them were related. They all happened at once. Different people died, bad things happened, and none of them were related. And you hear about it and you think they must be related because they were all right there. I think it was Utah. I can't remember the city. So we have a female in Buena Vista, Colorado, 1989. A Jane Doe, unidentified female found pre-60. Single mandible was found underneath somebody's porch of their residence in Buena Vista. So did somebody hide a body under their porch? Somebody killed somebody and hid their body under their porch, or what? So that's 2 hours and a half away. Then we have this one. I don't know if it's a male or a female. Found in 1986 in Colorado. Partial skull fragment found near an entrance to an abandoned mine shaft. I have no idea how long it had been there because it doesn't give any information. It seems like maybe they don't know either. That's 2.5 hours away. Then there's John Doe, multiple races, white, Hispanic, Latino, Pueblo, Colorado. So I don't think that could be him. They were found in a grass fire. Prior to the fire, they had been there. This is all the way in 2017. And that is an hour and 14 minutes away. Then we have a John Doe, multiple races, found in 2022 in Colorado. A black bag with an apparent human skull inside of it. A brown box with a brown paper bag inside. Inside the bag was what appeared to be a human skull. Who knows where it came from even? Coroner's office. That's almost 6 hours away, and you can see that you're getting right here on the border of other states. So it could have came from one of these other states even, right? Could have came from New Mexico for all I know, because where it was. And then we have some other John Does. One was in Winter Park. Found by mushroom hunters. Did we have another one in Winter Park? I didn't look to see how far Winter Park was from. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, Winter Park. An hour and 40 minutes away. Found by mushroom hunters in 2024 in a very moist area. It was covered with swampy land, moss, ferns, and down trees. Shaded, a cranium and a mandible. Intact teeth. 3 feet from the cranium was found 3 vertebrae alongside a right clavicle, right femur. Who knows who this could be? Who knows if this could be either one of them? But it says multiple races. Black, African American, white, Caucasian. So it doesn't sound like it could be him at all. And then we have a John Doe, which was found off of I-25, Apache City, white, Caucasian male, in 2009. A local rancher found skeletal remains in a wooded area. I don't know, but here's the sheriff's office posting. You can pause this and read it. And here is the CBI on Oscar Joseph McNear. Here is the Doe Network on Oscar Joseph McNear. And so if you have any information about what might have happened to them, who any of these unidentified persons are, please contact authorities and let them know. Don't forget to pray for their families and their loved ones who they don't know what happened to them. They don't have their skeletal remains even. They can't even scatter their ashes. And so they haven't had any closure, and don't forget to pray for their families. Each one of these John Does, Jane Does, unidentified persons, they each have loved ones out there that haven't had closure, and they don't know what happened to their loved one. And so that's very sad. So if you have information, you should come forward and let authorities know. And feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.